treated courses kind of thing. Okay, let us start with our session. Okay.
Can I sign, Raghu? Can I sign out and resign at 8:50? This is Ravi. Who?
Yeah, that is up to you.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. You want to join at 8:15? That is also okay.
Okay.
Here in a DevOps, what exactly DevOps? DevOps is a bridge between your development and your operations team. What is operations team and developer team? And developer teams where they develop their course content, whatever the content, whatever the software they develop. Okay, and uh, when come to the ops team, okay, when come to the ops team, they are responsible for the maintaining your servers or deploying the servers. Okay, all those things into their environment. Okay, so when here in a dev and ops, initially the developer team used to have they used to develop their software with a water flow model. They used to develop with a water flow model. With the particular model, there would be there are some challenges with that. Okay, they cannot have a proper deadlines to be reached, or else there are some other issues. Like if suppose generally what happens in a water flow model, they used to collect all the requirements. Okay, I'll go through your requirements also. Once I completed my discussion, I'll go through each and every individual, and I'll ask you what is the expectation from your end. Those things also. In a water flow model, generally, uh, they'll collect all the required info kind of thing. Required things like once it is collected, then they go for development. Once it's entire development done, then they go for testing. Suppose the development and testing happened after development around 1 month. They have taken a test man, suppose. Okay, they have went for testing after 1 month. They went for testing, suppose. Okay, there would be a problem. Okay, there would be a problem. What is the problem? What is the problem? Okay, if they went for after 1 month for testing, the developer may forget what exactly they have developed on that. Okay, what exactly they have developed on that particular. And also they need to review it on. They have to review the code again. Then they have to go through it. Okay, then they have to go through that particular code, and again they have to take 1 or 2 days. Then they go for development activity. Again, they'll review it and they'll come up. To avoid the situations, nowadays if you see the development activities, it is happening with the agile methodology. Agile methodology is nothing but they want to develop and they want to test and they want to implement that new features. Suppose the existing you are working for a new feature, like for your website you want to add new features that need to be implemented immediately. They will not willing to wait for months together to add one feature. Now when the internet-based companies are started like Google, Flipkart, Amazon, now the requirements and the things are changing a lot. So they will not wait for the long periods to get that feature to be updated. So that agile methodology, the developer is changing and committing the codes infrequently. So once the code is committed and the code is ready, the developer has developed a code and that is ready. What operations guys do? They'll deploy that code into your servers. Generally, the deployment activity happens once in a month or once in a couple of months, kind of thing. But what if the developer is developing the code and you are deploying that code in a 1 month for 1 month? Then there will be a problem. Okay, actually the goal is not met. There is a requirements that will not met our goals. To do that, in a offside also, they have come up with a solution called DevOps. And DevOps they can say it as continuous integration, continuous delivery, or else DevOps, I can say it is a single word. It is a it is a it is a automation of your entire infrastructure. Okay, okay. DevOps is nothing but automating your entire infrastructure. In the process of automation, we'll see different tools, okay, of the automation. DevOps is not a particular tool. DevOps is a culture. DevOps, I can say it as a culture, how you implement the automation in your organization. Okay. Okay. I got a message. There is a message from training team, that is and Ravi for AWS. Yes, Vijay and Ravi, uh, wait for some time. Wait for some time. Please go through this DevOps demo tool. We'll start in a 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, what exact? We'll jump into the AWS demo. Okay, the course content is altogether different for AWS and DevOps. Okay, so DevOps is not a particular tool, and DevOps is a culture, how we automate our infrastructure. Okay, DevOps is nothing but we can say in a single word, if you want to say what is DevOps, and DevOps is a culture, how to automate your corporate infrastructure. Okay, we'll see some of the uh, diagram. Here we see a picture. What are the things we are going to discuss? How we are going to automate. Okay, we are going to first learn what is Git and SV. These two tools are version control tools. What is version control tool? Why you require version? Why we require a version control tool? Suppose you are working as individual programmer, then there is a no problem. Yes, you can edit, you can update your code any point of time. Okay, but if you are working with a team where from the different geographical locations you have users, they want to edit their code, they want to change their code. Okay, then we required a mechanism where we can have a centralized location where you can store your code, and if some other people are also updating the code, then it should not overwritten. It should maintain the versions of that. So that they have come up with tools like Git and SQL. These two tools are the version control tools. Yes, we are going to discuss. Okay, once a developer has developed the code, now the the here we are in a picture. We require to build a software. Why we require to build a software? Have you, when you try to download any software, you might have seen that there is a .exe file, right? .exe files and .zip files. There are a number of files you can find it, right? Right. So how, when you extract that zip file or exe files, you can see there are n number of files in that, n number of DLLs, n number of uh, Java compilers. There are different compilers into there. So that who will build that particular that particular code? Okay, with the help of a tool called Ant and Maven, they're all the build tools. Using this Ant and Maven, we can build the code. That means these tools can compile, can test, can package, can deploy. These are the tools can be done with that. Then there is a sonar cube that we can check the code quality of your code. We will check the quality of the code. Yes, we can also integrate our DevOps culture with the testing mechanism. Okay, we are not going to write any test cases, but yes, there is a team for the testing. They will give you the test cases. Okay, they will give you a test cases. With the test cases, okay, we can integrate our entire process to test our code. And one of the important tools like Chef and Puppet, a Chef and Puppet tools will, Chef and Puppet are the tools to automate your infrastructure. Suppose I want to install a Java 8. I want to install a Java 8 on 100 servers at a time. Okay. Can we go each every server and install? No. What we can do is, we write a small program that, okay, go and check all 100 servers whether Java is installed or not. If it is not installed, install Java 8. If it is installed, check whether it is 6 or 7. Okay. If it is a 8, if it is a 7, if it is a 6, okay, upgrade it to 8. If it is 8, don't do anything and come out. This kind of small program we can write and we can push it to the hundreds of thousands of the servers at a time. It will update all the things simultaneously. Okay. Suppose you are working for a website called Amazon.in or .com. They have added a web page called New Mobile they have released. If it is updated the code in a single server, one by one server, some users will get the new page and some other people will get the old pages. Is that the business will not allow you to that kind of thing. Every customer should have a same kind of look and feel. Every customer should have same kind of pages to get. At that particular time, this Chef and Puppet will come in. These two are written in a Ruby language. Yes, we will understand the basic syntax of the Ruby in our classes. It will deploy the code. Okay, it will configure your servers. Suppose I want to install any antivirus or any configurations you want to do in my servers, you can do with the tools called Chef. Yes, these two tools we are going to discuss in our class. Okay, once the code is ready, you can deploy it to different environments like test, production, or any other environment. Any other environment you can deploy it. Yes, you can deploy it. So the test environment maybe that you can see that here the deployment servers may be your VMware servers, your cloud servers, that is AWS, or else it will be OpenStack, whatever. So yes, we are going to discuss AWS also in this particular DevOps session, okay, which is required to understand and you survive in your industry. Okay, altogether, what we are going to discuss in our sessions, just let me explain. If you see this particular notepad, we are going to discuss first to understand anything. We are trying to understand Linux first. Linux is a basic, it is an operating system, okay, which is required as a DevOps engineer. We are required to understand what is Linux. Okay, most of the servers will be Linux. There will be a Windows servers also. You can update yourself. And the shell scripting is nothing but your automation, your day-to-day activities with the scripts, and we'll try to understand what is cloud computing in AWS with AWS. And in a DevOps, we try to understand a program, the version control tool, that is, we can also say it as source code management, that is Git and SVN. These are the version control tools. And in build and release engineering, we'll discuss build tools like build tools like Anton Maven. These tools used for build your projects, or else you can say it as a project management tool. The configuration management tools like Chef and Puppet will discuss, and continuous integration tool like Jenkins will discuss. These are our course content. In general, if you go with the market, the openings you can find only with this particular one, Linux and self-scripting. If you know AWS, there will be a number of openings in the market. If you know Linux with self-scripting and build release engineering, these things Maven and okay, SVN and Git with AWS. Also, there is a number of openings. With only Puppet also, the market is very good. You know Linux and Puppet, there is also a very good. And Jenkins is one of the popular tool now that is continuous integration tool. If you see this particular diagram, any doubts? Okay. If you see this particular picture, all these tools you can integrate with one of the tool called Jenkins. Jenkins is a tool where we can integrate, where we can add all these things as a plugins. We can build a flow. Okay, then we can build a flow like, okay, get code from the Git and inform to the Ant and Marvin to build the jobs and get the test cases from the testing team and test the code and inform to the chef or puppet to deploy the code into either virtual servers or cloud servers. Okay, all these tasks can be done with the Jenkins. Jenkins is a centralized continuous integration tool. Okay, these are all the tools we are going to discuss, and these are the course content what we discuss in our classes. Guys, you can if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Just I'm expecting an introduction, a brief introduction of you, and what is your expectations. And if you have any particular thing, we can try to include or exclude anything in our course content. Andrew, can you go through yourself, please? Okay. Uh, Patel, can you go through? Dixit
Uh,
Patel?
yeah. Uh, Myself Dixit, and actually, uh, yeah, no question right now because for the demo session we didn't. But can you teach us like Linux for few because we are the beginners, and we don't know
Yeah,
anything about.
yeah. This course is designed for very from the scratch level. You can see
Okay,
that we designed it for Linux. From the Linux, we'll go with slow by slow. We'll go with all the things.
okay. Means, uh, okay, no problem.
Okay. Uh, Mitish, any from
Mhm.
your side, just go to yourself, and if you have any issues, you can also ask.
Yeah, how long it takes time to complete a whole course?
It takes 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Yeah,
And we will start from the Linux, right? Shell
yeah.
scripting
We'll
and,
start. Yes, we'll start from the Linux,
Okay,
and
and
we'll
that's
then
great.
cloud computing.
Okay.
Hmm. And Jenkins is the main tool, right? For DevOps.
Jenkins, yes, it is becoming more popular. Everyone want to integrate their tools with the Jenkins. Yes.
So what is CI and CD?
That is what's continuous integration and continuous delivery. Okay, you want to have a continuous integration of your code with your existing code, or else if you want to deliver continuously. So what Jenkins does, Jenkins will, uh, it is a cyclic process kind of thing. Suppose someone developed the code and kept in a Git, it will get the code. If the build is failed, suppose immediately that will informs to the concerned departments, and they will develop the code again. They'll edit the code again. Jenkins will get the code. That is the continuous process. It will happen. Is that clear, Mitesh?
What is Chef and Puppet and Ant is these all are tools?
These are all the tools. You can see that Chef and Puppet are the configuration management tools. Okay,
So
if we
the
want to
work
install,
one tool or different tool?
these are all the different tools. Chef is a one tool and Puppet is the other tool. Okay,
Oh,
Ant and Maven is a different tools. These are all the different configuration tools for Chef and Puppet. Ant and Maven are build tools. That means it will build your software.
all includes in DevOps, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Matish. Uh, Andrews, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, do you have any issues, or just go through yourself and let me know if you have any.
I will start off. I'm a petroleum engineer. You know, I have a background in R programming and MySQL, and I'm here for the DevOps basically.
Okay, good, great. Any concerns or any issues in this part now? Any doubts?
I would say so far everything is self-explanatory. You know, as we go along go through the course, if I find any problem or like I have any doubts, I'll let you know.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, guys, these are the things we are going to discuss. Ravichandra and Vijay, you are for AWS. Yes, we'll discuss AWS. Just a moment. Okay. In this particular demo, we are concentrating on AWS DevOps point of view. Yes, in DevOps also we'll discuss AWS here, but not in depth like a AWS course. Okay. I think everyone fine with this. What is DevOps and what is the required tools to understand? What is the culture of the DevOps? And what are the career opportunities with this? When it comes to the career,
AWS includes in DevOps.
sorry, Mitish.
AWS, Amazon Web Service, right? Is includes.
Yes, we will discuss that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we will discuss that. Whatever we are discussing, that is good enough to manage in your environments.
And Raghu, I have a question. I heard Python is also required for DevOps. Python scripting or
As in Python.
See, the programming knowledge, that one of the automation knowledge we are discussing, that is shell scripting.
okay.
Yes. If you have any particular concern like Python, yes, we'll discuss 3 to 4 days on Python. That is not an issue. We'll discuss that.
No means
Till now,
we
no one request.
no, but what my question is, we required to learn for in DevOps for Python or the shell scripting is enough?
Shell scripting is enough, but
Okay.
some cases people will expect to have a Python too. That is based on their requirement. Some people may expect that. If you have a knowledge, that is good. If you have a knowledge on Python, that is good. It will help you. Okay. If you don't
And
have,
this total course will be is around like 40 hours, right? 30 to 40 hours, right?
it exceeds 40 hours.
It
It's around
exceeds.
6 weeks, right? It is
Okay.
6 weeks, right? Every day take a 1.5 hour session, 1.5 hour to 2 hours of sessions. Okay. It will exceed that.
And
Okay.
after the training, after 6 weeks, if we have more doubts or anything, we need to contact you, right?
Generally, what we do, we prepare we'll prepare on a WhatsApp group where you'll be there. If you have any issues in offline, also you can discuss. And also, you will be there in the for a long time, like 6 months to 1 year kind of thing. If you have any issues, you can ping over there and you can ask. Okay?
And you will create like virtual machine to do the practice of that kind of stuff, right?
Yes. We will. I'll ask you to create a virtual box for all of you guys in your laptops, and we will track all our lab sessions over here. See, if you see my lab, I've created a workstation chef. I've created a Git. In that way, I can create a number of machines in one single Windows machine. Okay, I'll show you how we can create and how we can practice all those things in our sessions.
Okay. But if we need to make a practice, we need to go on a virtual machine or we can go through our laptop to make a practice, to do the practice.
On your laptop, you install these virtual machines and you can track.
Okay.
Any doubts?
No.
Any concerns, you can ask me.
As of now, that's it right now.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for attending for DevOps session, DevOps demo session. You can leave if you are okay with the DevOps session, and we'll meet you soon. Okay.
Okay, Raghu. Thank
Actually,
you.
we are starting our classes from tomorrow morning 6:30 a.m. IST. Our batch is going to start tomorrow morning 6:30 a.m. IST. That would be around 6 p.m. EST kind of, right? EST.
6 p.m. EST?
Yes.
I don't know exactly that US timings.
What is the central time?
Wherever you are. That is what I'm not about.
Can you put that in?
Generally I discuss in only Indian times. That is Indian Standard Time.
Okay, 6:30 in the morning, right? You said.
Okay, if I say IST in a 6:30 is nothing but okay, it is something 6:30. Okay, 6:30 CGT.
It's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, exactly. 8 a.m. 8 p.m. Central Time.
Central Time.
8 p.m. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's okay. 8 p.m. Okay.
6:30.
And you start from tomorrow?
Yeah, we are going to start from tomorrow.
Okay.
And can I exit know how many people joining the class? Is there any idea, or I need to ask the team?
It is not the matter how many people are joining. If you have any issues, you can unmute and you can ask me at any point of time. Okay.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
Okay. It is a one-to-one. It is a session kind of thing. You will be mute for time. If you have any issues, you can unmute and you can ask me any sort of questions or any whatever the time is.
And
Also, we'll create a
all the session will be the recorded, right? Means
yeah.
next
The
day
session will be recorded.
means next day we
Yeah,
can see the recorded video also, right?
Yes, the session will be recorded and that will be shared to you. Okay, you can go through it and you can, if you have any issues or any concerns, you can send a message or else you can send a mail to the training team. They will give you a proper response on that. Okay.
Okay, and this only for Monday to Friday or weekends only? Weekends also.
It is a Monday to Friday,
Okay.
and we don't have a weekend.
Okay, we don't have the weekend class.
If you have any special classes on weekends, we'll update you well before.
Okay, no problem.
So I have a quick question.
Yeah, please go through.
Let's say at the end of the whole course, right? Is the certification coming from your side or is coming from like whoever directed us to this program?
You're talking about certification?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to discuss with the training team how they can give the certification on this.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'll discuss and update you. Or else you can send a mail to the training team how they are giving the certification.
All right, that's good.
And Raghu, can you tell about yourself a little bit?
Yeah, yes, this is Raghavendra and you can call me Raghu. Myself, I've started my career with a different technologies. Like I used to monitor the applications initially. When I joined in my company, I joined as a monitoring team member, like NOC analyst, a network operations manager, where we used to have monitor all the applications, nodes, networks, kind of thing. Then gradually I've changed to backup and storage and cloud and DevOps. Here my role from the last 3 to 4 years, I'm into cloud computing, AWS as well as DevOps, where we automate our infrastructure with the AWS. Okay, I work for one of the MNC company in India. Okay, located in US and everywhere. Okay, I work for one of the market leading research company. My client is market leading research company. Okay, where they have a number of online portals, online websites for their surveys and automate the surveys. Those are all we automate with the help of DevOps. Okay. Different tools in DevOps.
What is Oracle VM?
Oracle VM is a virtual box where you can have a multiple servers, multiple operating systems you can install in a single go. See, these many servers I've installed. Individually, it is isolated operating system, isolated servers.
Okay, means on Windows we can install like Linux and everything on a virtual box, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So it's a client
I'll show you
server.
how to install. I'll install. I'll show you how to install, how to connect, all those things. I'll show you in our classes. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Raghu.
You're welcome. Okay, see you guys. We'll see you in a tomorrow session. If you are interested, you can give a feedback to training team and you can get contact with them. We'll start our session tomorrow. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Let me confirm that Ravichandra and Vijay, you all can hear my voice and you can see my screen. We'll start our session with AWS.
Yeah, we can. You are audible and we can see the screen as well.
Okay, thanks for confirming. I think I've given my introduction. I think all of you are there. Okay. I'm fast 3 to 4 years. I'm using these tools like DevOps and AWS. Okay, I've taken around 8 to 9 batches on AWS and DevOps. Okay. Those are all from different parts of the globe. It may be the consultants are from US, Singapore, and most of the time the consultants are from US and Australia. Okay. Okay, let us have a discussion on AWS. What exactly the AWS and what we are going to cover in our AWS. Okay. AWS is one of the cloud computing technology. In AWS, everyone's saying nowadays cloud computing.
Okay.
There are
Raghu, sorry to interrupt you. Now, Mr. Nanda, Ravi, and Viras, yeah, Mitesh is also can enjoy. These tech people are exclusively looking for AWS. They don't want any coding, scripting, and things. Even Viras is looking for AWS architecture or admin level. I hope I share you those notes that consultants are looking for this. So, Mr. Nanda, are you able to hear us? Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. So you are Mr. Nanda from Orissa or Nanda from West North Indian?
South India.
Okay. Right. So yeah, carry on, Raghu. This is about the part. I didn't share the content, anything else to all the people. Talk to them, elaborate exclusively, and make a note. What are the topics that you are going to cover?
I'll share you the course content to what we are going to discuss.
Yeah, we will follow that. First, let's have a demo first. We'll take care. Then I'll share the content to them. Don't worry.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Let us see first what is AWS, what is cloud computing, what we are going to cover, what would be the career opportunities. Now, step by step, we'll try to understand. Before starting, just please, can I have a quick introduction of you, please? Nanda, can you start from your end?
Yeah, I have an IT firm of nearly 10 years and I'm working as a database developer.
Can you come again, please? Sorry, I didn't get you. Come again, please.
No, I'm working as a database developer in
Okay.
Dataverse environment. Nearly 10 years of experience. Now I want to know the AWS cloud technology. That's the reason I'm just joining this course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ravichandra, can you go ahead, please?
Whereas and I both are colleagues, we are working as a SQL DB in Capgemini.
Are you all guys from India?
Yes. No. Whereas and I am from India, Bangalore.
Okay, fine. We'll see. This. Okay, we are going to discuss AWS administration. Okay. Well, first, we'll try to understand what is cloud computing. Cloud computing is a soft. It is a. There are different types of cloud computings. One is infrastructure as a service. We are going to discuss infrastructure as a service. There are other types of cloud computing also there. That is platform as a service, software as a service. Now you know, right, what is Office 365? What is O365? It is a software as a service. What they are doing, instead of you install the software on your machines, that MS Exchange, maintain it, backup it, okay, all these things, instead of doing all those things, they are readily giving that software, and you can use it. You need not to bother about how to maintain the backup, how to maintain the server, all those things. Just you just take care of your business. The rest of the things they'll take care. That is the software as a service. We can say a Gmail is a software as a service. That directly they installed it and you are using it as a software. Okay. When come to the platform as a service, a platform as a service is nothing but they will give you a platform where you can develop your software, just like a Salesforce. A Salesforce is a platform as a service. When come to the infrastructure as a service, that we are going to discuss in our classes. Infrastructure as a service is nothing but what is the infrastructure you see in our data center? It may be servers, it may be storage, it may be network. All the components, whatever you see in a data center level, those are all we can get as a service from the AWS. Okay, you can start a server as big as you want within a span of minutes. Within a span of minutes, we can start our servers as big as you want. Okay, not only the servers. Okay, you can add storage. Is there any doubts?
No, I just said EC2 instances, right?
Yes, EC2 instances are nothing but it is the servers. You can start the servers as big as you want in a span of minutes. In a traditional data center, if you want to have a server, how much time it required? At least a 15 days, 2 weeks to get a new server, right? You need to get a quotation, you need to get it, that need to be shipped to your data center, that need to be placed, install this operating system, everything will take at least 15 days to get it done, get it into the production, right? To avoid these situations, they have come up with a solution that is infrastructure as a service, that is that we are going to discuss is AWS. In AWS, there are a number of advantages. We'll discuss one by one. Okay, let me connect it to one of my AWS account. You can create an AWS account with aws.amazon.com. That is free of cost. A 1-year subscription will be free. That is every month they will allow you to use 750 hours of EC2 service. That is the server you can use for 750. What the server you can use, a small server that will tell you that okay, this particular server you can use for 750 hours every month. That is free of cost. Okay, we'll see that we can do that, how we can avoid the charges, how to do it, all those things we'll discuss one by one. Okay, so what are the services we are going to discuss and what is the useful of that? That is also we are going to discuss. If you see the EC2, we are going to discuss all the possible options. Whatever the options are there here, We'll try to discuss each and every option. Okay, there is a service called auto scaling and load balancing over here. You can see here, the end of the page, you can see auto scaling and load balancing. What exactly auto scaling and load balancer does? Suppose there is a scenario. Okay, you are working for a company called results.com. On of the sudden, okay, that is planned only. Okay, tomorrow 9 a.m. you are going to release the release on your web page. Okay. What happened all of a sudden at 10 a.m. n number of requests will come to that particular website, and that is unable to serve the request. That's it. So, to avoid that, what we can do is, okay, the load balancer and auto scaling is a services here. The auto scaling and load balancer, these are the two services by Amazon that automatically take care of your starting the servers and stopping the servers, all these things on the ad hoc. Okay, suppose there is a results announced at 9 a.m. If based on the CPU utilization, if the utilized fully utilized, immediately it will add more servers to your existing application. If there is a less usage, immediately it will remove the servers from your application. Are you getting us? Any doubts here? Okay, we'll see in detail everything in our regular classes. Let me explain you what are the things we are going to cover. We'll cover EC2, that is servers, virtual servers in a cloud. Okay, we'll discuss S3, simple storage service in cloud. We'll discuss CloudFront. CloudFront is nothing but to maintain the fast service kind of thing. Okay, here we are going to discuss CloudFront. Then here we are going to discuss that RDS, relational database services. In relational database services, there are different databases we have. That is NoSQL, MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL. There are 5 to 6 database services they are providing with that. Okay, what exactly it means the database service? Directly they are installed. That they will give you an instance. Okay, they'll give you directly a database where you can use it. You don't need to maintain the operating system. No need to manage that. Everything will be ready. Everything will be ready. You can use it. Okay, we'll see that. Okay, in our classes, and we also see that. Okay, VPC, that is virtual private cloud. How can we build an isolated environment for your companies? How can we design a VPC? How we maintain it? And also we'll discuss Route 53. That is nothing but scalable DNS domain name service. That means you can maintain your internal as well as external DNS with the Route 53. Okay, we'll also discuss one of the services, CloudFormation. That is one of the popular tool in AWS. If you want to write any particular script, write a small script, it will automatically get the code and deploy it. Okay, let us see that what is a CloudWatch. A CloudWatch is an alarm to monitor your servers. Okay, Then we'll see that cloud formation is nothing but a script. Cloud formation is nothing but a JSON template where we will define entire or flow stack, and if we'll upload it, and it will design automatically entire infrastructure. Suppose today someone asks you to create a LAMP stack. Tomorrow again the other user again same thing he has asked. Just you change your basic things, okay, required things like VPC, Zoom, those things will be ready for your production. Okay, and also we'll discuss identity and access management. That is nothing but you can create your user details and all in the CPM. Okay, not only this one, we'll discuss a cloud formation and elastic beanstalk. These are all the two tools to download. We have okay. We'll see one by one now. There is a directory services. We can integrate AWS with your Active Directory. You can create an Active Directory in AWS, and also you can integrate that Active Directory with your instances. It will add your instances to the Active Directory. We can see all these things. We can also see SPS, SNS, and the SPS is nothing but simple queue service, simple notification service, simple email services. These are all the services provided by Amazon AWS. Okay. Okay. We'll see that one of the functionality called AWS Autoscaling and Load Balancer. A very quick way. Suppose there is one website. You are working for a website like a Flipkart.com. Okay, there is a one Flipkart.com. They announced a big billion day for 2 days. In these 2 days, they may experience very high traffic. Okay, that in general they have 1,000 requests per second. Suppose in this particular day, they may expect a 1 lakh requests per second. Okay, they may experience 1 lakh requests per second. How we can manage it? How we can manage it? We can manage with the help of auto scaling and load balancer. This auto scaling and load balancer, ELB, this is elastic load balancer, which will automatically auto scale will automatically add more servers to your application. ELB will distribute the traffic to all the servers. Okay, with the help of this one we can do it. We can achieve that. But suppose they have started around 100 servers over here in AWS. After 2 days, that will be not used. You can terminate it. Okay, whatever the days you have used only 2 days, right? You can pay only for that particular 2 days. Amazon will follow the fundamental thing, that is pay as you go model. Pay as you go model. What is a pay as you go model? Whatever you are using, only that particular service you have to pay. Okay, how many days you are using, how many hours you are using, only that particular time and that particular service you have to pay. Okay. We'll discuss all these things. We'll give you a task kind of thing. We'll give you the lab documents for all these things. Once we've done this, once our class is completed, I'll give you lab documents. You have to complete those and you have to come up for next class. Okay, there are apart from this, there are a number of things to discuss. We'll also I'll try to understand you that Linux. Linux is a basic requirement for any other cloud computing. Okay, so we'll try to have a basic understanding on Linux, how we can manage the Linux environment in AWS. Okay, that is also we'll see. Okay. These are all the different AWS services provided by Amazon. Any doubts? You can please ask me. Okay, we'll have in our regular sessions we'll discuss much more things on different things. Okay, The cloud computing is becoming more popular, okay, nowadays. That too, especially AWS. Amazon Web Services is becoming more popular nowadays. Okay, clients are picking up a cloud computing with very rapid way. Okay, so that is what we discuss, and this is what our course curriculum. The detailed course curriculum, course content with the labs, what we are going to cover, all those things shared to you. Okay, and we'll see how we can go from. Okay, you can ask me if you have any doubts in your mind or anything. You can just ask me. So we'll have an interactive session kind of thing instead of a one-way speech.
Yeah, Raghu, this is Viraj here. So I
Yeah,
had
Viraj.
one query, like for AWS, there is more job opportunities, or with AWS and DevOps?
Uh, I can say it has both having the very good opportunities now as of now. If you know AWS, okay, that is good. With AWS, if you know Chef or Puppet, one of the configuration management tool, that actually that will have more opportunities. Either one of the configuration management tools like Chef or Puppet or Ansible, anything.
I think for Chef you need Ruby, right? Ruby language you should know.
Yeah, Ruby, we need not to be a master in Ruby. We require a basic understanding, like basic syntax understanding of Ruby. That we cover in our DevOps course.
Okay.
Okay, this is what we'll cover most of the services, and majorly we are concentrating on AWS Certified Solution Architect certification here. If you want to go for certification, yes, you can go with this particular course. We'll give you the interview questions and we'll give you the certification questions. You can prepare it and you can go for certification also. Okay. Any questions, Ravichandra? Any questions, please? Any doubts or anything, you can come up now.
Oh, Raghu, we don't have doubts as of now. We are good.
Okay. I think all of you, you know already what is AWS, right? What exactly it does, all those things.
Yeah, yeah.
In your environment, are they using AWS?
No, we are not using AWS, but we are using VMware
Okay.
for virtualization.
Okay. Okay.
And in my previous organization, we used to work on Rackspace.
Sorry.
In my previous organization,
Okay.
I
You
used
used
to
to
work
use
on,
Rack.
yeah, Rackspace. Yeah.
Yeah, Rackspace also doing good. But when AWS started, that now market is more captured AWS, right?
Yeah. And what about Linux scripting? How good you should be in Linux scripting?
See, Linux understanding is required. When come to the scripting, that is up to you how you want to maintain it. Okay.
Okay.
If you know, that is good, well and good. I'll give you the sources how we can update and all. If you know it,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that is good. If you don't know, no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
Okay.
Raghu,
Is
for
that
the
okay?
information.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And any other thing, you can send it to you can send a mail to training team. They will help you out. Once
Yeah,
you
sure.
started, we'll try to for the technical discussions or any offline kind of thing. We'll try to create a WhatsApp group for you. and we can have it. If you have any, if you stuck anywhere while doing lab or anything, we'll discuss offline too. That.
Okay. And I presume this is a 40 hours course, right?
Yeah, it don't consider only particular hours. We'll try to cover the things which you require. It may exceed 40 hours also. Okay.
Okay.
But the thing is, you have to be confident enough to manage all the required services.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Thanks for attending, guys. We'll see
Yeah.
if
Thank you.
you. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you, Raghu. Bye.
Bye.